The reason why these exercises are so good for those of us that have EDS are because we focus on the micro movement. We focus not on moving to our end range of motion or increasing our flexibility, but by stimulating each micro muscle filament so that we can create new neural pathways that not only protect and stabilize our joints, but help increase our overall strength. And decrease chronic pain. So let's do this. Wherever you are, grab a blanket or a bolster, something that you can sit up on to bring some ease to your practice. We'll start seated. So sitting your sits bones up on this bolster, you might sit with legs crossed, you might sit with one leg in front of the other, leaving plenty of room for the belly here. Settle those sits bones down onto that bolster. And you might soften your gaze or close your eyes here and simply notice your natural breath in your body, noticing your natural inhale and exhale. We start our practice by connecting deeply with our physical body. Simply witnessing our automatic breath just as it is, effortless, rhythmic. This is the first place that we learn to become a witness without judgment to our experience. Simply noticing our breath without judgment, we tap into our power. The first move we learn, I call the neck pencil. From your seated, easy posture, letting your natural breath be easy. Imagine there's a pencil sticking out the top of your head, graphite side up. I know, real sexy. And start to draw circles on the ceiling, moving just the head, right? The shoulders stay still. This is our cervical spine engaged here, the neck. We're drawing these little circles, maybe the size of a baseball. And as we draw these circles, let your awareness notice the shifting of the weight of the head as you draw these little circles. Let it be easy. We're not seeking our end range of motion. We're again, just like our natural breath, witnessing the sensation of what is. Now let those neck circles grow. Maybe the size of a basketball now, drawing circles on the ceiling. And then let those circles grow and grow. And you might see just how large you can draw your neck circles. You might engage the full weight of the head. And then back off just a little bit, right? Step away from that edge point of mobility. Find a slightly smaller circle and simply explore sensation as you move. By inviting our awareness deep into our body to simply experience this motion. We allow our brains, we allow our neurons, we allow our muscle fibers to build these connections and become intimately familiar with this movement, which means when we do it mindlessly, when we do it more quickly, our body is naturally prepared for the motion already. Slow to a stop here and then switch directions, finding those circles the opposite way. And then as you draw these circles, now let them grow smaller. Each circle a little smaller than the last, shrinking and shrinking until your head is stacked over your shoulders in stillness. Take a moment to witness what this feels like. Maybe there's a floating sensation, a tingling, maybe an ache. There's no right or wrong answer. We're here just to take note and to let it be good enough. The second move that we'll do imitates exactly with our neck, but we're going to bring it down into our hips. So the neck remains in alignment with the spine. Again, the pencil sticks out the top of our head, graphite side up, all right? Find those little circles. This time, instead of the neck, it's the hips. We find this range of motion, this circular, effortless circle, maybe the size of a baseball, maybe a little bigger. Let it be easy, let it be natural. Notice the shifting of the weight of the torso as you make these circles. Let them naturally grow a little larger and a little larger each time, not by much, just a little bit. Noticing how the circles grow larger, and so does the weight of the torso. You might use the palms of your hands, your arms as a little assist here. But I would invite you, if you're tempted to use your arms, to simply draw a little smaller of a circle. See if you can let the arms be and simply find ease, right? We're not looking for flexibility in the hips. Chances are we've got it, or we're so tense from over flexing, right? From being overly flexible, and muscles have snapped back. Either way, we ain't here for that. We're here to explore the sensation of this movement with control and precision, with awareness, allowing it to be imperfect and messy. Slowly rolling to a stop, switching directions with those hip circles, about the same size, as big as feels easy in the body. And then just like with the neck, let those circles begin to shrink, one after another, a little smaller than the last, shrinking and shrinking until your head is stacked over your shoulders stacked over your hips in stillness. Once more, we note sensation. What does this feel like? No right or wrong answer. There's no enough or not enough. Take note, take stock where you feel the most sensation in your body. And then we'll move into exercise 3. And this exercise involves stability of the core. So we'll make our way onto our backs, finding a bend in the knees. We can ditch this guy or lady. Maybe your bolster's a lady. Maybe it's non-binary. Ooh, whatever it is, set it aside. Plant the pads of the feet. Walk your heels towards your glutes. We'll come into bridge, right? We're going to engage to the core, something really important. We're building strength in the cervical spine. We're building strength down in the hips and low back. We want to engage the whole of our core here, building core strength, stabilizing the largest part of our body. So from here, tuck your shoulder blades together. I sort of walk the backs of my arms towards one another, opening up in the chest. I'm planting the back of my arms nice and firm. You might bend in the elbows here, this 90-degree angle in what some call robot arms. And then when you are ready, pressing through the pads of the feet, we'll lift our pelvis towards the ceiling, squeeze the glutes, right? We're squeezing, and maybe your pelvis is pressed all the way up here, and maybe you're simply just imagining your pelvis lifting up off the mat as you press firmly into the pads of your feet, knees tracking towards the sky. We're just gonna hold this and breathe. Relaxing any effort in the heart center. On exhale, lowering those hips down onto the mat. Again, making any adjustments to help you find stability and ease here. And then when you are ready, on an exhale, pressing through the pads of the feet, lifting that torso and holding. And you might hold here in stillness, just breathing and noting how this feels. You might move slowly with the breath, and on an inhale, lower the hips gently down towards the mat. As you exhale, press to the pads of the feet, lift the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Feel. Exhale, lowering down, releasing all effort, letting the back relax before lifting back up. Moving at the pace of your own breath, really focusing on just feeling the movement, the muscle engagement, nice and slow. Continuing this for a few more breaths, or simply settling into stillness and finding ease with your natural breath. Wherever you're at, we'll take some time. You might settle into Shavasana, which really, number 4 move, surprise, is awesome for those of us with EDS. Extending the body out long, spreading the arms and legs wide, letting everything go and just being here. Relaxing into stillness, not only in the physical body, but we invite the mind towards stillness as well. Letting its awareness settle again on your natural inhale and exhale. Bringing ease to the face, the eyebrows, the jaw, the tongue, even the throat. Letting the shoulders relax and melt along with the belly, the hips, the thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your toes. Take a moment to melt. Take all the time you need.